Welcome to the demonstration of SewerAI's new Pioneer desktop application. To begin, let me show you the project we're going to upload this data to. Over here in my Pioneer web account, I'm in Google Chrome right now, you see a project called Field Recordings Webinar Demo. It currently has 2 inspections in it. Follow me now as we show how an operator in the field would use this software to generate a 3rd inspection. You see that on the Windows 10 desktop, there is now a Pioneer application. This is a true desktop application, but you'll find that the user experience closer mirrors our web app. Just like on the web, you click a login button, and you provide us your authentication information. For those of you wondering how this works in the field, we'll get into it more, but the machine simply needs to be logged in once in an online environment, on Wi-Fi or with a tether, and at that point the desktop application can function fully offline. Now you see a familiar by now Pioneer interface. However, in the bottom left, there's a section called Truck Settings. At that point, I can name my truck. During setup, we help you select a serial port to communicate with. We select video input. At this point, I'm going to pick my computer camera instead of a crawler camera, and we save that information. We can also set a local folder on the drive where we want to store all of this information. Again, while web-enabled and fully synced, the Pioneer desktop app stores a copy of everything on the hard drive should you ever need it. So in this case, I have a folder called Field Inspections in the My Documents. I select that and save this information. Now I can navigate over to the Field Inspections section. You'll see that I've already recorded a number of inspections on my hard drive. An operator simply needs to click this blue button, Create Inspection. They can select PACP or LACP at this time, and whether to start brand new afresh or pre-fill the inspection with information from what they were already working on a busy day's work. In my case, I selected pre-filled. On the right-hand side, you see the camera interface. I'm not hooked up to a crawler right now, but you would see the interior of the pipe if I were. And you see an on-screen display as is expected. As I edit this on-screen display, let's say I'm changing pipe numbers. Any information I enter in the header gets overlaid on the screen. This is fully configurable and adjusts on the fly. At that point, once I'm happy with all the header information, maybe I'm doing vitrified clay pipe instead of RCP, I can change it. At that point, I can click the big red record button and begin recording, or I can enter access points and water levels in the inspection in the observation section. Let's see what it looks like once I've actually recorded an inspection. If I go back to Field Inspections, you can see the one at the top here, which we recorded earlier today. Over here, this inspection was taken in the town of Sunnyvale. It has the nice SewerAI overlay and footage inside the pipe. Now, I can't upload this inspection yet because for those of you familiar with Masco, it's showing me that I have 1 header issue and 2 issues in my observations. I can filter to only errors up here and see, oh, the operator forgot to put in the inspection status. So let's say I've got to fill that in. And now as the operator, it's also prompting me, oh, I don't have an end code. I've got an initial access point at 0 and a water level at 0 of 5%, but I didn't put a closing manhole. There's my closing manhole. I jump ahead. I enter Control D or the plus sign to add a final defect. I add that last access point, name it with the proper manhole identifier, and now all my errors are clear. Now, if I return to the main field inspection screen, you see this row at the top, and the check mark is green, telling me it has no NASCO issues. Let's say I want to sync this inspection to the cloud. The future, we believe, lies in having internet access on a truck, whether that's a cellular modem plugged into a USB drive or a cell connection, or connecting the truck to Wi-Fi when back in the yard. At that point, it's as simple as an operator selecting the inspections that they believe are ready for upload and clicking Sync to Cloud. They're prompted to select the proper account, the proper project, and click Upload. In a few seconds, depending on your bandwidth, the inspection header information, the observations, and the video will be loaded to the cloud. There's another option we want to point out. As we noted, all of these inspections are being stored on the hard drive. So if your trucks require a workflow that's a little more like things are done today, each inspection is stored in a folder that consists of a file that has data and a video and a panorama 360 view if you were taking a 360 video. At that point, all of those files from the hard drive can be put on a flash drive, moved into the office, and someone in the office can boot up those field inspections and upload it on faster bandwidth. Meanwhile, you see our upload of that inspection is now complete. Let's hop over to a web browser and see what really happens once it's uploaded. I'm going to once again reopen Google Chrome, and you see that the inspection we uploaded, September 16th, Matilda Street in Sunnyvale, is currently ingesting. That means that we are encoding the video for playback on the web. The data has all arrived, and in a few minutes it'll be available on the web. A few minutes later, the entire video is available in an uploaded state on the web. This means that someone back in the office can immediately review the footage. You've got all the conditions, all the header information, the video itself, and we also generate still image snapshots, as you can see on the right, for each of the conditions that have been added. At this point, the full power of Surai's AI-driven workflow can take over. Either the operator or someone in the back office can select the day's inspections, click autocode, and with a few clicks of a button, we can initiate Surai's AI computer vision autocode on these videos. That means the operators have saved time in the field by moving more efficiently through the pipe, and significant time has been saved in transferring and manipulating data. We believe that this immediate Pioneer desktop to Pioneer cloud sync process is truly the future of wastewater condition assessment.